Chandi Saptasati, 700 slokas which describe the mighty power of Shakti. Call it by any name, Chandi, Durga, Chamundi, Lalita, Usha, Punita, any name. The power, mighty power of Shakti is described in this 700 slokas. Why 700 only? The divine cosmic energy flows through our body through the 7 chakras. 100 is called Purnam in the mundane. Sahasra is Purnam in the divine. That's why there, Sahasra, Sirsha, Purusha, Sahasraksha, Sahasrat, Sahasrara, that is infinity. But in our mundane life, Shatamanam Bhavati Sadayushendriye Pratidishtati, 100 years. That's full. We don't want 1,000 years. Sahasra, we don't say that. So our level is 100. That's why the Purnam, the complete enlightenment of this chakras, is described by 7 into 100, 700 slokas. If you see the procedural formalities, they say you have to recite Devi Kavacham, Argala Stotram, Kilaka Stotram before you recite Chandi. And the problem is right, but then they put it as a condition and people do it as a monopoly, like formality. Oh, I have to do, otherwise I won't get the benefit. Otherwise they'll get angry. Many reasons. But in fact, they forget the fact Chandi Saptasati is our life, our weakness, and how they are overcome by surrendering to Goddess Mother. That's all. But how can I see God? How can I see what is happening in the external world in my life? For that to happen, I need to find the divine energy in different parts of my body. And that's where Kavacham comes. Kavacham, even though the name says protection, yeah, it's a protection, because as long as I see my body as a mundane body made up of flesh, bones, mucus, and I attribute some diseases to that, and I don't go into the root cause of the disease, take tablets, or do a homa or something like that to avoid the disease, these are all illusions. But once I know that the disease is lack of energy in that particular part, or sleeping energy of that deity in that particular part, Udare Shuladharini, this mantra I told my daughter a number of times. Whenever you get stomach pain, all you have to say, Aim Dream Dream, Udare Shuladharini. But fine print, go to the hospital immediately if it is appendicitis. Don't quote me, I'm Dream Dream, Udare Shuladharini. No, you need to use your this thing. Well, the other thing is, when you recite Udare Shuladharini, she will give you the idea, okay boy, okay enough, I'm satisfied, but now you go to the hospital. She'll give you the thought. So always you are protected. Once you are holding the feet of Mother, you are protected. So this Kavacham is a process in which you transcend from the mundane body, Sthula body, to the Sukshma Rupam, where you find every part of your body as a deity, as a sub-energy of the Mula energy. Mula energy is Prana Shakti. The same Prana Shakti which is making my heart work and experience this world, and that Prana Shakti in the Hridaya Sthana is called Lalita. Hridaye Lalita Devi. The same Prana Shakti which is digesting my food in my stomach, it's called Suladharini. See the name, Shula. If it is not digested, you get stomach pain, and that is caused by the Sula. See? You need to understand the word correctly. Shuladharini. As long as you follow the principles of your sattvic food, she's okay. Otherwise, if you eat Lay's chips without any warning or peanut, time pass, LAHARI. So every part of our body, including Padau, Patala Vasini. Padau, any problem in the foot, flat foot, Aim Hrim Srim Patala Vasini Devatayirava Pahimam Rakshamam. That means I'm praying to that divine energy in my foot to wake up and do its duty to protect that part. So this is the principle of Kavacham. So when I'm doing the Kavacham, when I'm reciting the Kavacham, instead of imagining an external force is protecting me, it's better to identify the external force in different parts of our body. Is that understood? So that's why in the beginning, in the discussion, they say, the one who recites the Kavacham will be free from apamrityu. Because we have a misnomer and we call it apamrityu. But at a higher level, he finished his karma. Somebody, see, suppose the examination, you have 2.5 hours to answer a question, answer the paper. Some people just, they know very well. They just answer it 1 hour. You call it apamrityu? You want them to be in the examination hall as long as you are there? No way. They finish their job. This higher level you get only by reciting Devi Kavacham. There is no apamrityu. There is no death at all in the higher level. They just came to do some shopping around and then they went away. Shopping is done. I mean, it's easier said than done. You know, I also have feeling, but then by the way, a sad news is Raji Devadat passed away before I could reach California. I sent a message that I'm boarding the flight. She received it. She said, I'm waiting, hanging on for Guruji. When I was in the flight, just 3 hours difference, she left the body. And her last words were, did Guruji come? So I too have feeling, I attended the funeral though, but I do have feeling, I felt sad to leave. But the higher level is, you know, she finished her job and she carries along with her all the punya karma done by you because you people have been praying for her. So anyways, so in the Falasuruti, in the beginning itself, it says, Apamrityu Nivaranam, Ishtajana Viyogam Nasanseti, everything. There you will be free from all the bonds. And there is no Punarjanma. Janma is identifying your entity with this, your body. That's why in the last satsang, I don't know whether you listened to that Sunday satsang in Boston. We sent you the recording. How many people listen to the recording? Okay. So even if we send the recording, you won't listen. Thank you. I thought everybody should see that recording. It's the best, one of the best satsangs I have ever given. Immediately after this, go and search that. In between, the Tamil words will come. That's fine. Don't worry about that. The moment you get a form, that itself is gone. So, this wood, the raw product is wood. The moment it is made as a table, I don't call it wood. I call it a table. Table. And the same thing, I call it a sofa. I call it a bench. So I'm losing my main identity just because I have a form. But the same form, after getting into the form, which is unavoidable, if I identify myself as the abode of Goddess Mother, that's why Deho Devare Prapto Jivo Devo Sanatanaha, the statement comes. And Dharma Sadhanam, only this body is given only to perform the acts of Dharma. That's all, nothing else. Through Kavacham, you understand. Okay, Good. Kokilambal sent me a personal message, very personal message, that her mother also liked the satsang. Good. Anyways, because she sent me a personal message, I want to reveal it to everybody. That's my nature. So that's Kavacham. This is much. And then it deals with all the parts of the body, both out and in, Rakta, Majja, bone marrow, Shukla, all the Mamsa. It goes inside every day, everywhere. It also goes in the directions. Bharyam Rakshatu Bhairavi, Margam Ksemankari Rakshe. This is the traffic mantra which I have given in the module 1. From there only we got it. I am Rinzi, Margam Ksemankari Devi Pahimam Rakshama. So it's a complete protection you give by identifying the existence of God as well. Now, when you come to the Kavacham, Argala Stotram, everything ends with one line. Rupan Dehi Jayan Dehi Yasho Dehi Disho Jahi. Rupan Dehi Jayan Dehi Yasho Dehi Disho Jahi. Many people understand that maybe give me a beautiful face like Guru Karunamaya and give me, see, I need to praise myself sometimes because nobody is praising me. Shani looking at me without any praise. So I need to praise myself. So Rupan Dehi, give me a beautiful face. That's not the reality. Rupan Dehi, Amma, what I can see is only this Sthula Rupa. I know, it's just distracting for me. Give me the ability to experience the Sukshma Rupa. Rupam Dehi, give me that Sukshma Rupa. Jayam Dehi, not the Jayam over my husband, Jayam over my wife, Jayam over my children, on my Indriyas, on my senses. Give me that. Yasho Dehi, not the celebrity fame like a film actor or a politician, which just temporary. Punya Kirti, Punya Labhya, Punya Stravana Kirtana. Let me be like Ramakrishna Paramahansa, Ramana Maharshi, Shankaracharya, that kind of Punya fame, auspicious fame, let this entity have. So every time you recite that Argala Stotram, remember that Rupam Dehi inside, Jayam Dehi on my senses, Yasho Dehi with my character, with my unparalleled role model like life, let me create a permanent impression on this world to which you have sent me. This is Argala Stotram. So you are just getting yourself prepared. If a important visitor comes, how do you keep your house? Neat and tidy. Rest of the time, it's almost nobody can enter the house. I know that. When somebody comes, everything neat and tidy, and then you only keep the living room neat and tidy. Unfortunately, if that fellow goes inside, they can see the reality. This is normal. Same thing, Ambal is going to come, Durga is going to come with the first chapter. I need to keep my house neat and tidy. Is the preparation of myself, ourselves, for the entry. Then Kilakam is the root. Who is that? What is that power? What is the greatness of that power? And that's explained in the Kilakam. Now, after that they say Ratri Suktam, Shapa Vimochanam, that's all, I leave it to you. Normally I just read Kavacham, Argala, Kilakam with this intention. Now you come to the first chapter. 13 chapters are there. And it's in 3 charitras, histories. The first is called Prathama Charitram. Second, Madhyama Charitram. Third, Uttama Charitram. In the Prathama Charitram, it starts with a king called Suradha. Then see the name of the king. Every name, once again, somebody changed this to, I need to see everybody. Maybe Nagaselja changed it to pin. But I have to see everybody. So, okay. This cat is trying to get on to me. Did you hear that? So, when I said Ambal is about to come, she came. That Suradha name, Su, good, Ratha means chariot, body. So naturally, that king is a dharmic king. I mean, the one who follows dharma. He's a good king, but only one weakness he has got. What is that weakness? Going into the past, digging onto those things which cause him pain and enjoying the pain. Every jiva has got. We are all Suradas only. Nice body, nice pujas, nice mantras, everything. I don't know what happens. When something bad happens, you leave everything in your life. Only that part, 1%, 2% life, you make it a big screen TV and enjoy that grief. And say, oh, mother is not showing any, karuna on me. This is the first chapter. That king is defeated by his enemies and is driven away to the forest. After coming to the forest, he starts worrying, what happened to my money? I have tried very hard to get that money in my, treasury. These ministers surrendered to the enemies, must be wasting my money. My elephants, who are all obedient to me, must have been forced to serve the enemies. All these things are causing. Once you lost. So I had this cell phone and it fell on the ground and it broke. I have two options. Wow, time to get a new cell phone. I'll be getting a new cell phone. Or, why this has fallen? You are the one who pushed me. Things like this. You have an option to choose. And this fellow chose the option of getting the sorrow from the past. And he is in very deep depression mode. And nowadays it's very easy to find a companion when you are in depression, because every other person is in depression. And your depression goes when you see the other person. You know that? So the best, to be on the lighter side, the best way to treat a depressive person is to pose that you are also in a deeper depression than that fellow. No, don't feel sad. I'm also having the problem. Look at me, am I sad? Till the previous moment that fellow was sad. The moment she says, I'm sad, this is the true psychology. So this fellow will be wandering and he finds one Vaishya, Samadhi, again, Samadhi. He's very, very pious person. But his problem is passion towards the family. First king problem is passion towards the past and digging only that those things which cause him sadness. This fellow problem is passion to the family. So the king sees this Samadhi and he asks him, why are you sad? He forgets his sadness. And this Samadhi says, my wife, my children have driven me away from their house after taking my money. Now after coming here, I'm worried whether they're taking food properly or not. They're taking medicine properly or not. How they are, no news from them. This fellow, what? You are worrying about those people who caused you hurt? Well, for a moment before you are also doing the same thing, man. He forgot that. You are worrying about the people who have done harm to you. Then he realized somewhere, I'm also doing that. The consciousness will be there. Then Samadhi says, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying. And again, this mind. That's why you read Saptasati, but don't read that you are praising Devi and then your problems will be solved, your daughter will be. No. It's a textbook. It's a psychology textbook. Look at that. Your lives will be transformed. So they understand that there's something else. I don't know why this mind is going. The both of them will go to a Rishi, saint's place. And the Rishi welcomes. And then this king says, Hey Mahan Bhava, Hey Mahan, myself and this Vaishya, businessman, both are suffering. And the funny part is, the other part of our life is okay, but we are only thinking about those things which are causing hurt. And then he says one line. I want everybody to copy that line from Chandi Shabdasti and enlarge it and put it like a magnet sticker on your refrigerator. Statue of Liberty. These magnets may not help us. And they may even put us into depression. Oh, we went to that Statue of Liberty. Those days were fine. Nowadays, no vacation at all. It may. But this one is Drishta doshe vivishe mamatva Krishna manasa. Drishta, can you write down? Drishta doshe vivishe mamatva. Drishta doshe vishaye mamatva Krishna manasa. This is a mantra for you. Whenever you get depressed, just recite this line. Trust me, you will be out of the depression. The sound coming from the syllables will protect you. Drishta doshepi vishaye mamatva Krishna manasa. Krishna means depressed, ignorant, illusion driven. Krishna means black. When you are depressed, everything looks black only, right? Manasa, depressed mind, Krishna manasa. Drishta doshe vishe. Drishta doshe vishe. That means, drishta means seeing. Vishe means incidents or things or human beings. Dosha means those things who are causing hurt. Mamatva means liking. So, the meaning is, in my depressive state, why my mind is always liking to go to those things, those person, think about those person, those things which cause hurt to me. Question yourself next time. The rest of the life is fine. Okay, one fellow fights with me. 10 fellows fight with me. 15 relatives fight with me. So what? What is the population of the world? 2 trillion minus 15. I'm okay. Even if the entire family deserts you, still you're okay. As long as you hold the feet of Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, the feet of Narayana, the feet of Narayana Sahodri Lalita, anything. Once you have that belief, you're protected. Entire family deserts you, but still you're not lonely. This is the truth. So he says, Drishta doshe vishayam Krishna manasa. And I ask you a question, is it okay I can just continue without going to the question and answer? You'll be depressed. When you're depressed, again go back and say, Drishta doshe vishayam Krishna manasa. As simple. Right? So this Muni, this saint says, you know what, Raja? The world is full of different species. And some birds can see in the daytime, some birds only can see in the nighttime. Different forms, different lifestyles, everything is different. But one thing is common. Look at that bird, how it is putting the food in its children's mouth, small puppy's mouth, small bird's mouth, with an expectation that they are going to protect. With a passionate mind, the parents are feeding the children. This passion is the root cause. And Jnanam Vichetansi Devi Bhagavati Sabalad Akrushya Mohaya Mahamaya Parichati. Not only you, the Jnani is great intellectual person, enlightened person, seers, saints. They are not an exception. Jnaninam Vichetansi, Cheta means awareness, Chitta. Jnaninam Vichetansi Devi Bhagavati Hisa Balada Akrushya Mohaya, by force. She will put even them in the whirlpool of passion. And when they are, suffering, she'll enjoy. Whether this fellow at least know how powerful I am. At least now will he come to me or think about the depressing thought. This is the game. Game of Thrones, what is that? Serial? Game of Thrones, right? Is that a serial, right? Good. Very horrible, very violent. Only one bit I seen, I saw no more of this thing. So the same thing, Game of Thrones. Srimad Simhasaneshwari. Game of Thrones is the one who is sitting in that Simhasana throne. Her game is called Game of Thrones. And this is quite natural. So it's not abnormal for you, he said. And the king will ask, then what to do? Then she will say, I will tell you how this has developed. When Vishnu was influenced by the Maya, Mahamaya, he went into Yoga Nidra. The power of sustenance stopped its action and he went into coma-like state. For us to understand, it's not coma, but for us to understand coma-like state. And at that time, because Vishnu is a power of sustenance, he has to be dynamic. He cannot be static. So some abnormality has happened, and that abnormality has come from his ears as Malina. And that form Madhu and Kaitava, that energies. Tamasic energy has come out. And who are Madhu and Kaitava? Now look at this. Vishnu is ourself, power of sustenance. We came to the earth to live, not to die. To live. Death happens only one time when we finish our game. But having come here, if we are dying every moment with anger, lust, greed, hateness, ego, and that's called tamasic nature, at that time we produce two children. One is either Madhu, the supreme high-handedness. I am great. I have this house. I have this money. I have this knowledge. I have Mahashodasi mantra. Even that is also ego. Or I am fit for nothing. My life is useless. I am unlucky. Always I am like this. Look at Rupaji. She is very nice and her life is good. My life is bad. Comparison. Either Madhu or Kaitava. These demons, the negative energies, will come from us. So the same thing, similarity, you understand that. And when they come out, this fellow who is being supported by Vishnu from his navel on the lotus, Brahma is sitting. And Madhu, Brahma, is knowledge. So when you have ego or depression, your knowledge is in problem. See, this is the similarity of our life. They attack Brahma. And Brahma looks at the Vishnu consciousness. So when your knowledge is affected by the ego and depression, it looks at the consciousness. But the consciousness is influenced by this ego and depression and is in a sleeping state. Most of us, our consciousness is in the sleeping state. Though we know this is the dharma, this is adharma we cannot do, but still we do that because our consciousness is in coma. under the influence of either ego or depression. What does Brahma do? Did he fight? You can never fight. That's why I told in one of the satsangs, the Maya is like an Alsatian dog before a house. When you try to enter the house, it barks. It tries to catch you. Will you fight with the dog? No. You call the name of the owner. Hey Shivam, I came. And Shivam comes and pulls the dogs back. Call the name of the God. So only when in trouble, at least when you are in trouble, instead of being depressed, call the name of God more and more. And this is all drama. She will come and pull out the Maya and everything is clear. Only the name of God will protect you. Anything, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Increase the japam. The more you are getting busy with the work, that's when you have to increase the japam. Is it contradictory? Guruji, already I have told I don't have time. But then, because you are more into Maya and more probability of getting some pain, I need to protect myself. So, this Brahma looks at Vishnu. He is in deep sleep state. He prays to Maya. There are 14 lines there. If anybody is in the illusion state, we can put that. If anybody, this side, yeah, if the power is going up. So if anybody is in the illusion state, this 14 lines repetition will help. And this is a message for some of the people here. They get my message. You read it. Tvam swaha, tvam swadha, tvam hivashatkaratnika. This is thought. From there 14 lines. How the Brahma prays to Maya. It will protect you. So Brahma prays to Maya. So that means knowledge, the intellectual awareness prays to Maya. And immediately Mahamaya will come out of Vishnu. So now the Jiva is out of the coma state and looks at the reality. Madhu and Kaitaba are trying to kill Brahma. Immediately is not his greatness. Mahamaya, after leaving this Vishnu, goes and catches this Madhu and Kaitaba. And then the influence of Mahamaya, those two will fight with Vishnu for 5,000 years. 5 senses, 1,000 infinity. Because it happened at a higher level, divine level, is not 500 years. These senses, fighting between the senses and the ignorant, happened by 5,000 years. And after that, at least then, that Madhu and Kaitaba should realize this fellow who is fighting with us is something special, is much powerful. But because they are under the influence of Mahamaya, they also lose their intellectual thinking. And then they tell Vishnu, hey, we appreciate your fighting. You are fighting with us for 5,000 years. Nobody fought with us so long. We grant you a boon. Ask whatever you want. Will you grant a boon to your enemy who is trying to kill you? This is Mahamaya. What more you can say? And Vishnu asks, what else I want? Because he is not under the influence of Mahamaya. He is humble, even though he is powerful. A normal person like us says, who are you to give boon? Come on, let's fight. I'll kill you. See the psychology there. With all the humility, the Vishnu himself is there. What else I can ask? Your life. Even then, this Madhu and Kaitava don't realize that they are in trouble. My life. They look at around. and full of water. Only temporary solution. A jiva who looks at the only temporary solution is called Madhukaitava. Not a long-standing solution. Only temporary. This problem is gone, abada. I don't have to go to the puja room. Only when I have problem, I'll go there. These are Madhukaitava. So they look at the water, they say, hey, you can kill us where there is no water. They thought that Vishnu cannot kill them. Then Vishnu increases his body, raises his body so that the thighs come above the water level, drags Madhu and Kaitava onto his thighs and cuts their head with Sudarsana Chakra. The great fight, right? Horror. Only first chapter is like this. Look at how much horror movie it is. Then you go to the 8th chapter, 9th chapter, much more than Bahubali. So all the devatas are happy because it's a victory for consciousness. Anybody, Jagat Kalyana, and the chapter ends. So the first chapter is very good in identifying our ego and identifying those things which cause depression to us. Okay,